taillights. You can see I already kind of have it on the car already. Just
look at this thing. This thing is just amazing. Now I know I said I was gonna print it. What's up, guys? Back here again, outside, middle of January, with another 944 video. So, just gonna hop right back into it because apparently my entry clip that I filmed a long time ago got deleted or corrupted or whatever. So, let's go. You can see you are looking at greatness here. Everything I do is greatness, of course. So, if you guys remember, long time ago, we were actually working on a kind of like a futuristic design for the taillight scheme. You can see we have a slit here, slit going across, and then I had a center taillight, but it's not here right now with a slit in it. That slit housed a flexible, well actually no, I think it was like a straight one. Basically like one of those LED light tail bar kind of things for the trucks, to give this thing like a futuristic straight line look. Again, just like the wide body, bringing it to look more like a 992. So this is basically what we're coming up with. This I think is iteration 5. You know what I mean? Like a little embarrassing, but if I had a 3D scanner, it would have been done probably by number 2. So this one is not perfect, but this one is damn near there. So you can see we have a nice 3D printed tail light, obviously to mimic this, except we're going to put our bar a little bit lower to match up with the body lines and the wide body. So I actually have the strip, I just have to go get it, but you guys see when it's done. The main goal of this video is to actually print the entire section and basically bring it on to fiberglass and then carbon fiber, and you know, bring on the molding process. So looking further at this, you can see we have a little air gap here. I'd like to tighten that up. You can see we have all of our contour lines very nicely. I actually want to bring this edge out a little bit more, but we're not gonna get it super perfect in terms of like 3D print because it does warp and this, that, and the third. So the best thing to do would be to get it as best as we can, and like I said earlier, get it to the molding process. So we're gonna fiberglass it and make it one whole piece. That way, if you guys want to actually purchase one of these, you know, you guys can. It'll be a reusable mold. So you can see we have to tighten up this inner corner right here, and yeah, that's about it. You see we have mounting holes, everything's basically lined up, just have to adjust the holes a little bit, and yeah, not really much else to say, honestly. Just have to fix this one up. I'm almost sure that my next one would be the last one, and then after that we can mirror it to that side, and then from there the center section will be easy. All we do is extend this all the way and take measurements after both sides are in. So without further ado, I guess let's hop on the computer and show you guys what we have here.
alright guys, back here again, back in our 3D modeling fantasy world. This, if you guys didn't know, I like to use Rhinoceros 5. Everybody uses Autodesk Fusion 360. Honestly, I don't see the hype against it. I mean, it's cool, but you know, prefer more abstract stuff like this. So we're going to focus on the tail lights. You can see I already kind of have it on the car already. I'm just open up the stock tail lights. You can see that's what it used to look like. Just, you know, just ban this part. But yeah, that's the old look. This is the new look. So you can see we're bringing the car further into the whole 992 look, and honestly, I'm liking it. Some people may say it kind of look kind of cyberpunkish, but I like it, honestly. So It's gonna be a straight strip just like the 992s. I'm thinking about putting a Porsche emblem here. Think about it, I don't know yet, but we'll see. These two lines are not gonna curve. I actually don't know why it's curving in the model, but these are complete straight lines, and you can see they will match up with the body lines of these slats here. So honestly, yeah, let's go ahead and isolate this and actually turn this into a real thing here. Alright guys, you can see we've now isolated everything. This is actually the stock taillights taken from the other file. So with this, you can see we kind of took the whole abstract shades of it and kept the Porsche. I don't know if I'm going to keep that yet, but we'll see. And we turned that into this. So honestly, this is actually pretty cool. We just ripped it apart, made it super simple, made with one giant curved surface. The goal is to actually keep this one surface. I don't want any seam lines, so let's see. After that, we moved on to this here. So this is more or less the look that we're going for, with the single strip, kind of bringing it more to like a 992. I wouldn't mind actually making it like one giant LED strip, but honestly, that's a battle for another day. Lots of complications with that, but we'll see. So this is more or less the look. Honestly, you can't really see with the rest of the car, but you guys can get the picture. I'm kind of liking this look. You can see it would curve all the way to the edge, almost to the edge. And yeah, it's actually pretty cool. So trying to break this down, this is like our stage 1 or iteration 1, I guess you can call it. And this is kind of what it would look like, but honestly this version hurts me more than it actually is more functional, simply because it's like a 3-piece thing, and it's a lot more parts, a lot more, you know, complications with this. So we actually moved it on to a single piece here. With this single piece, you can see we basically, you know, accomplish everything what that 3-piece model over there does and turn it into something easier. This way I can actually get this to print all one time, all one piece. I know all my measurements are going to be lined up, obviously, because it's all one piece. And yeah, this is more or less going to be the look. So we're actually going to, back to the major one, we're going to actually use a 60-inch flexible tailgate. I don't know if I said that already to you guys, but a truck tailgate, guys. And we're going to put this in here, and we're going to cover it in about kind of like a clear frosted glass to diffuse the light. And I think that will give us a nice look. Honestly, we have to try it to see, but basically it would hide the tailgate light behind it and diffuse the light very, very, very nicely. So let's go ahead and make our changes, because you guys saw earlier in the clip didn't really fit us right. So let's go ahead and start this process. Okay, so after all of that, you can see the gray is the new, the magenta is the old. I guess let me just turn this off so you guys can see. So you can see we actually added like a nice little like bulge out to it. I feel like because this surface is going to be flat, it's not going to be as extravagant as I want it to be. So I kind of actually bulged it out a little bit. And we fixed the curve, fixed the edges, fixed a lot of the bolt holes. And again, you can see it is a nice one-piece structure. So I'm kind of working on how am I going to get the frost strip in here. It's definitely going to be interesting. I'm going to try a bunch of things, but this is why we model, guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and throw this on the printer. Hopefully this would be the last version we have to use. Well, we have to remake. This will be try number 7, so let's get on with it.
guys, next day here, and we have this peanut butter and jelly looking taillight model. So let's go ahead and get this on the car. Alright, so not too shabby. I changed up a bunch of angles, so now it actually looks like it contours to the car better. Not too bad, not too bad. So, still have a tiny little gap here. I like to pull this in a little bit. And since I changed up all the angles over here, it made over here perfect. You can see on the inside there's like little to no air gap in here now. Completely pulled towards the body. And since I did that, it kind of messed up the geometry over here. So all we got to do is just pull this forward a couple millimeters. So at least everything is now uniform and that side is all situated. So literally my next print will be perfect. So with that being said, I can actually print the whole thing now. You guys will get a full look on how it would, actually be. And I'll actually try to purchase one full color, so we don't have a full peanut butter and jelly looking tail light over here. So let's go ahead, I guess, take our measurements and get on that. All right, guys, back again, and look at all these pieces we have. Let's go ahead and throw this on, and boom, look at this thing. This thing is just amazing. Now I know I said I was going to print it all out of one color. Surprisingly, this and this is actually the same roll, just this was printed a week before. So yeah, keep that in mind whenever you're printing. Your filament does fade out. So yeah, so I printed out this centerpiece. Thought I measured it properly. I don't know how I got a gap there. If anything, I should be sanding things down, but I don't know. Things are weird, but this thing is on there perfectly. And honestly, I'm loving it. So, a couple things, obviously, that gap right there. Honestly, this, so if you see this fitment, right, it's very nice. Comes out to the edge and everything. So this is that basically mirrored. So I don't understand how that came out perfect. And this is like a little gap. It's very, very interesting, but honestly, all of this is good enough to move on to the next step. All right, so next step, we're gonna turn this into an actual functional piece. Obviously, yeah, we can, make this stronger as 3D print and whatnot, but no, we're going to turn this whole thing into a piece of carbon fiber. One beautiful long piece of carbon fiber. So this model was just basically to help us get our foot in the door. And honestly, I'm very hyped with this thing. I believe we got our foot way past the door with this one. So that's really about it for this video, guys. I'm super hyped. I like the way this looks. Kind of sucks that it's all not one color, even though these two are the same roll, but it's whatever. So it's really about it. I'm just hyped on this crazy windy day. I don't know if you guys are hearing the camera, but we are dedicated to this car. So that's about it for this video, guys. Don't forget to head on over to Unsystematic.co, get this amazing Unsystematic hoodie. So you guys look at that, just look at the hoodie, it's just amazing. Systematic on the arm, yeah. So these are available now on Systematic.co, and yeah, that's about it. So stay tuned for next time. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. Never forget, never stop modifying.